All right. It is day 11. I'm getting the word out. See where everybody's at. People asking, hey, DL, where is the lunch break link? It's right here. All right. Day 11. Troo1000. Lunch break. With Damien Love, that's me. I'm in my hoodie today. And it's a little chilly. Normally I'm, rocking the beanie. But right now I'm wearing the hoodie and I am getting it out and see who's gonna be out here listening to this conversation that I got for you all. I actually got some pretty cool stuff to share. So let me get it out to everybody that needs to get the information. Get this party rocking. Let's see. Oh, I need to do this. All right, so for the recording on the WoW app and the recording on YouTube and the recording on Facebook Live, well, there's not going to be any pre-setup for Facebook Live because I'm already popping it out here, but I haven't gone live on Facebook yet, so I will in a second. But I'll wait for some people to jump in, and then we'll get this conversation started. And there we go. That. Let's post that out there right there like that. Boom. And I guess it's about that time to go Facebook Live because people are like, I thought you was going to Facebook Live at 12 o'clock. It is now 12:04. Well, that's where we are right now, and I am behind on that, so I'm gonna fix that right this second. That. All right, so like that right there, like that right there. Yo, 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 sir.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Oh man, over here shaking and baking, putting it all together. It's like everybody's resting on Sunday, so I'm just rocking and rolling right now. Day 11.
That's awesome, man. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna see who's gonna chime in along with us. But we're gonna get this moving and grooving right now. Appreciate you chiming in, bro. And
Oh man, no doubt. You
actually,
know how I roll.
huh?
I said, you know how I roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With the best. Just like me, I roll with the best. It's called WoWTribe, baby. Oh man, I messed up. Did it again. My phone is gonna die right now. It's not gonna die right here on the screen. It's gonna die.
You can't. There's no way you can charge it close or whatever.
Nah, I'm gonna just reboot it. Nobody's on there right now. I'll bring it back. I'll just delete that. I'll just delete this one. All to the good.
All to the good.
All to the good, man. So I see you over there cranking on Twitter. Got your lives going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, getting that thing rolling. You know, just letting people know what's up.
Well, that's what the name of the game is, and if you don't do that, nobody's ever gonna know. And if you don't let people know, they're gonna know about somebody else.
Yep, that's the truth, man.
And that's something that we're gonna talk about a little bit today. I just put up a post on Facebook. We're gonna see who's gonna read it and respond. Pretty interesting.
Just now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out when I get a chance.
Yeah, it's pretty thick. It's pretty
Nah,
thick.
it's cool.
It's pretty thick.
Thick is
Yeah.
good, man. Thick is good.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like what we're gonna talk about today is you know, the conversation that's been going on is I've been getting calls in the morning, I get calls at night, middle of the day, people asking me questions, trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, Miss Jazzy, I saw you on Facebook. I'm actually trying to
Yeah.
reboot this thing because I didn't have my battery charged. It happens.
Hey, Jazzy.
Hey, Ray J, how you doing?
Good, good. Getting some lunch.
Oh, he about to get full today.
Yeah, man. You posted the do your homework earlier today. I actually had to talk to, like, you know, break it down because I've been inviting a couple of people from the music and yeah, they kind of came at me at some angles. I was like, good thing I've been doing my homework. I had to break it down. No, but it's it's cool, man, because that's the number one thing is that you know when you know your stuff and you know it that you can you know, because some people come in and they don't understand the dynamics of what's going on, and they come in and they think that it's the same everywhere, like the atmosphere and how things work and this and that. So you really gotta shift them a little bit, and it all come together.
Yeah. You know what that is that's the misconception that we got when we got onto social media on how it actually works. And the way that things have been going have not necessarily been in the favor of the consumer or the artist or the talent or the person that's actually trying to move something. And now,
Yeah.
Hey, Rosie.
Hey, Rosie.
Hey,
Hi
Rosie.
there. You were late.
I was on time over here. I'm late on Facebook.
I know. I went onto the Facebook Live, and I said that you weren't there.
Well, guess what? I am now live on Facebook.
Oh, it's too late. It's too much confusion for me to go from one screen to another.
Oh yeah, that's that hard thing. Like you got to go a mile to go from Facebook to WoW app. Yeah,
Sometimes you do.
I mean, you know, it's like whoa.
It looks cold out there. Is it cold in your country?
It is cold in my country.
It's not cold in our country.
Hey, well, I want to give a little greeting to Facebook Live. I apologize, I was a little bit late, but I had a little technical difficulty called battery dead. So I'm back.
Is that why you froze?
Yep, that's why I froze. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't. I had to turn it off and turn it back on.
Of course, I thought it was me, so I was beating on the screen.
Nothing to do with the weather.
Nothing to do with the weather. Nothing to do with the weather at all.
Wow, look at Lady Jazzy flashing those locks.
That's it. That's it. She must. Did you wash? Did you wash them? Are they fresh? Fresh and so clean?
No, I haven't washed them yet.
Oh, okay.
But I think I will wash them tonight, then I can retwist them tomorrow.
Wow, that's a day job.
It is. It is. And it's hard to find somebody to do it, so I do it myself.
Wow, that is definitely a day job.
Well, awesome. Well, hey, check this out. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I guess this ties into what you were talking about, Ray J. About, you know, you share what you got going on with people, and then they try to go in on you with different angles. And if you don't do your homework, you're gonna get tossed. Bottom line. And I have the experience all the time. Like I went to sleep last night, had a conversation with a friend, and it got heavy. And got a call early this morning from a friend, and it got heavy. And I'm like, everybody trying to get heavy on me. And I like it though, because you know what? When people are actually like talking to you, talking about you, all kinds of stuff, that obviously means you're up to something. And it doesn't really matter if it's positive or negative or whatever it is, but when you know that you have integrity and you're powerful on your stance, you know exactly what's going on. And it's not like you're doing something malicious or something that's, you know, against people, then you have an opportunity to have the conversation. Now, the conversation goes south when people just go about their way and then, you know, try to have a conversation with you about something they know absolutely nothing about. But they try to make it sound like, you know, they know what's going on. They know what's up. And welcome to the call, Facebook people. Whoever's chiming in, jump in, say hello, say what's up, give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. I don't care. You might want to listen to this conversation. Or you'll catch the replay or whatever it is you're going to catch, because you're going to catch something. You might even catch a cold. You might even get a fever. Something's going to happen to you on this conversation right here. You like that reframe? You like that reframe, Miss Jazzy? See, y'all don't even know what's going on because, you know, we do different kind of things to set y'all up. So I'm just, you know, that being Jazzy, we know what's going on with that one. So you have to look that one up for yourself. Or have a conversation with me on WoW app, and then we can go ahead and go into discussion on it, and we can collect some coins while we're doing it. No, but I had the conversation with some friends. Actually, I have a conversation with friends every single day, and it's amazing. Friends, family, you know, people that say they support me, people that say they care, people that say they want to do better, all kinds of stuff. I get all these different conversations, and it's always amazing to me that we do not do our homework, like we was talking about, Ray J, before we get into the conversation with somebody that actually knows what they're talking about. And I say that not because, you know, oh, well, I know everything about WoW app, and you got to go my route. You got to go my route, and you got to understand what I got going on, and what you got going on is crazy. No, actually, people say I get arrogant. People say I got an ego. People say I'm rude. People say I'm sharp. People say I'm selfish. I'm focused and not really open to anything else. Well, actually, I'm just passionate about it. And then I know my stuff. And then I'm also considering when I'm talking to somebody about this stuff, I'm not thinking about me. Because I'm already, I'm going to move with or without people in my network. I've proven that over and over again in the years. I've proven that in my sports career. I've proven that in my facilitation career. I've proven that in my promotion career. And now here in this space, it's not even about the money in conversation. Obviously, for me, like I share with everybody, money does matter. I don't care what nobody says. Like I've said before, go in the grocery store, we're going to see if your good looks are going to get you anywhere. And most likely, it will not, unless you're butt naked. And then it's going to get you put in jail probably. And you're probably going to go to psycho ward. Because they're going to say, what was you thinking about? You just wanted some milk and cookies. So I kind of got bothered with this conversation a while ago. I used to get bothered with it a lot. Hey, Cynthia, welcome. And I stopped getting bothered by this conversation because of this thing that I've been sharing with you all, this motion over emotion. And it's kind of crazy. You tell people about something that you're up to, and you're already, your back's against the wall because they already got life going on. And I get it. It did make sense. When I'm doing something and somebody comes along with something else, it's like, oh, here comes something else. Well, I did a post, and I might even share it. I think it's public on my Damian Love Bryant page. And it was like, just put LMAO straight out the gate, because it's kind of funny that people are having a conversation with me about something that they're already doing for free on social media, while I come along and y'all come along, my WoWTribe is what I'm talking about. Y'all come along and you share with people, hey, here's a way that you can actually generate some money in the midst of everything that you're already doing for free. And when I say for free, I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Google Plus, SoundCloud, take it, CD Baby, any platform you want, basically, that has nothing to do with this form of share economy. All right, I'm still not figuring out what you are up to. What is your pitch? What are you selling and promoting? This is a question I got on Facebook. And this is part of the conversation. Marlene, I'm not sharing, I'm not selling anything. Actually, I'm sharing. This is a part of the share economy. People have not been doing their homework on what questions I ask them in statements. And then sometimes they think that I get, oh, you're being rough about it, or you're being rude about it, or you're not really helping me out. Well, if you haven't been paying attention to me, I've been doing more than helping people out to get the understanding. I know I've given people links. I know I've written it out in DMs. I know I've put it up on my wall. I have Facebook fan pages, but everybody's doing this thing like last year was like really the fad of I'm busy. I get it. We're all busy. I get it. Everybody's busy. I'm busy. I'm busy right now doing my lunch break. Right now, this is what I'm busy doing. So I get it. But if we're going to take the time, why not make it quality time of, if I share something with you on a link, I shared it for a reason. I post with a purpose. And the purpose of me posting anything about the WoWTribe, WoW app, about True Legacy, about We All Win, all these hashtags and all this stuff that you guys see, me going live like this, is purposely for all of us to win. And that might sound vague, but I've been talking about, what is this, Miss Jazzy, 101 days, almost straight.
Yeah.
We've been having this conversation for 101 days. Now, 101 days are a lot of days. And people keep asking me the same question. So I can't really figure it out. I'm like, okay, you can't figure it out. Have we taken the time to actually just, hey, take a look at the link and have a look at what somebody else has presented, which is another social media platform. Like on Facebook, nobody told me how to use Facebook. And it's not me being rude, talking about, oh, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to answer everybody's questions. while if you sent me a link, you would have an expectation for me to check out the link automatically. Am I right, Ray J? Like if you gave me a link, your intention is for me to check out the link, right?
Yeah, people do that to me too. Like they'll send me links, and I'll just send them. I'll tell them. I'll say, why don't you send me this link on WoW app, right? And I'll give them my link because because I'm like you said, you're not earning anything, and I'm not. And check this out, that I'm not being selfish because I'm offering you now a chance to earn in what you're doing too. But I got to get you in there. I got to, help you understand what the concept is and the vision for you to, because people do that. People selfishly, go into your messages and just hit you up with this and this. Like you said, they expect for you, to do this action, and then when you come to them, it becomes a problem. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. It is one of those things. It's like a hilarious thing. And why people do that, I have no idea. I hate to call people selfish, but that's me putting it lightly, really, because I'm just like, wow, I'm not somebody just off the street. Maybe because I'm in a hoodie, you might have a misconception of, my direction right now. But and then if I don't tell you exactly what you want to hear right at that moment, maybe I have a little bit of more insight to give you so you can actually get what exactly is going on. And I've been doing this for like a year and a half, 2 years. It's not like I just, fell off the turnip truck and then just started selling turnips. I'm sitting here. I'm a cool dude. That's what people told me. I'm pretty intelligent. That's what people told me. I am pretty eloquent. That's what people told me. I'm not going off of like when I base who I am, it's really not based on what I get. It's what people have shared with me. And so when I'm presenting something or sharing with somebody with something, I've done a lot even before we even get in the conversation. Like I don't really like to get in the conversation with people because I know they are in a time crunch. We are in a time crunch. I like people to get the information for themselves because then you get it from the first party instead of the third party. Because if it was my app, oh yeah, you guys would be I'd be having you pull all the inside stuff and everything else, my business synopsis and, the breakdown and the stats and all that kind of stuff. But this is a platform like everything else. Here's bottom line for anybody that wants to know, watching this video, what is it that I'm talking about? And I got the question on Facebook. We are in what's called the share economy. WoW app, you've seen the link. If you haven't seen the link, go check out my pages. Scroll down, you're going to find wowapp.com/w/Damian Love. If you are invited by somebody that is not in my network, if you're invited by one of the other WoWTribe members, they'll have their own link, WoWTribe, wowapp.com/ whatever their URL is. You follow that person's referral program. Bottom line, this share economy allows me and you as users to generate money simply by being social like we already are on Facebook right now. We're not getting compensated for it, but if we were doing a WoW app live right now, which is coming in 2018, 2019, you'll be able to generate money from all the activities that you do and everybody in your network does. So if I invite, I got on my screen right now, if I invite Jazzy, Miss Jazzy's over here and she's in California, Miss Jazzy, I get a percentage because Miss Jazzy uses the app because I invited her. And then I have Miss Rosie over there in the UK right now. Miss Jazzy invited Rosie in the UK. This isn't the way it is, but this is basically how it works out. Miss Rosie was invited by Miss Jazzy, and so I generate something from what Miss Jazzy does, all of her activities. If she plays games, I know Miss Jazzy personally. She does a lot of shopping. I like to go on my app after she's gone shopping because I get a little something. That's pretty cool to me. And then so if Miss Rosie's over there and she likes to play online games and stuff like that, Miss Jazzy gets a little something, and then I get a little something. And I like how Miss Rosie plays games or whatever. That's how it works out. It's a referral program. This is not an MLM. It's not social marketing. It's not any kind of business model of anything. This is a referral program for people on social media. If you have a business, if you have a church organization, if you have a political stance, if you're into Bitcoin, if you're into MLMs and all that, what you do is the same thing that you do on Facebook like using Messenger, but Facebook Messenger doesn't pay you any money, which is, we love Facebook because that's how a lot of us actually connected. You know, if it wasn't for Facebooks, if it wasn't for Instagrams, if it wasn't for Snapchats, if it wasn't for WhatsApp and all these other platforms, we probably would not be here in this position right now, because all this is an evolution. This is the evolution of everything. You know, I showed the picture the other day about how the phone, came from like the little, you know, whatever data thing, and then now all of a sudden we have cell phones that are like computers. Things just evolve, and the share economy has evolved, and it's continuing to evolve. Evolved from, you had taxi cab drivers, then now you have Uber and Lyft drivers. Now you have companies that are actually like delivering food services. There's all kinds of share economy things, but we're not talking about it because, freeism is what Facebook is. And freeism is just basically a platform that, you get on for free and you use your time, you put your content in, and the content is used to generate more money for the website owner, which, everybody should know who Mark Zuckerberg is. But we don't think about that. I just wrote my little piece I wrote. I'm just going to paraphrase this. So a good example of us diving on in, just letting things happen, this thing called Snapchat comes along. And then Snapchat was this cool little app, and a lot of millennials love the mess out of Snapchat. And then while they're going on about, Snapchat's generating a little money, because now the advertisers and angel investors and all that, they see that there is some money here. So they're going to plug in and tap into, get their advertisements in there. And then all of a sudden, I think it's March 2nd, 2017, they went public, and now we're at $25 billion. Now, my question is, you probably have a Snapchat. And if you don't have a Snapchat, you're most likely going to have a Snapchat. Eventually you will. Just because it's that big, everybody's on it. If they put some new little things on there, some new little filters that might interest you, their target now is more like, 35 to 45 now, because they know that 35 to 45-year-olds are getting on this thing because their children are on there and their grandchildren are on there. But $25 billion went into somebody's pockets. My question is how many of us, and I'm talking about those in my network and people that are close to me, how many of us generated any money from that deal? Because I got a Snapchat. Some of you have Snapchats. And I'm just wondering, it doesn't matter that you spent the past year, 2 years building up your Snapchat, building up your Twitter, building up your Facebook, and they're all collecting billions of dollars. I just find it challenging. I find that to be, it's not bad because we went into the game understanding we're not going to get paid. But then once you come to understanding that you can, why not? Is my thought. I'm not telling people, oh, go get a new job or something, or start a new business or anything like that. I'm saying you're on Facebook for free. Why not just shift it? Still use Facebook. You see, I'm using Facebook Live. I'm using my tools. Wow. As soon as I get off of here, I go chat on WoW app, because that's just the space that I actually generate money from. And then I share with my friends on Facebook about WoW app. And then when I'm on WoW app, I share with my friends what I got going on Facebook. Because if you saw my post, I put, on Facebook Live, come on over. I'm not trying to segregate us and, everybody's going to be all about WoW app. Because Instagram and Twitter don't care if you're on Facebook, so why should I? Google Plus don't care if you're hanging out on Snapchat or Periscope or anything like that. Why should I? And why should you worry if I invite you over to WoW app, somewhere where you can actually generate money for your time versus just spending your time? Because I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to start copying and pasting people's posts on from Facebook even more and putting it on WoW app so I can generate my own coins. For those on WoW app, I'm going to tell you this is a trick. Because you won't generate any money off of your post. You guys got some awesome posts. I mean, amazing. Like if I showed you guys your guys' post, and I'm like, man, that looks like something somebody should have got paid for. And then so now I'll copy your picture, I'll copy your text, I'll put it on WoW app, and then if it goes viral in WoW app, guess what happens? I generate coins. people in my network generate coins. And these aren't just coins, these are coins to dollars. You know, like I'm sitting on right now, like about 75 bucks that I get to cash out. Take me 2 days to get it. Anybody on Facebook that tells me they can do that without selling a good or service or product, I'll jump on board with what you're doing. How about that? I want to see that happen, because people like saying, oh, well, you're doing this thing that's not even worth it. Well, honestly, Facebook is worth it, but then again, it's not worth it monetarily for the time that you spend. You think about how many hours a week that you spend on Facebook, you don't generate $1. And then one day, at the end of the month, you're looking at your gas tank and it's kind of tipping towards E. And then you're looking in your bank account, you know, oh man, the first ain't here yet, and I gotta wait for the processing of them to send my automatic money, but it ain't here yet. And then you look on your WoW app, and you got $45 in your account. And you say, you know what, my check's not gonna come for like 5 days. All right, let me do this little WoW app thing. Go ahead and transition, go through your PayPal or go through your checking account. 2 days processing, you go get your gas and go do what you gotta do, and life keeps going on. And it keeps generating every single day after that. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing. This ain't brain surgery. I'm tired of like coaching stuff. I just want to talk to you guys. You tell me, somebody tell me what it is that I am presenting wrong to people when I say, hey, we're doing it for free. Why not just go ahead and get paid for our time equity? And you guys have heard me say, you know, the LROI, the life return on investment, or lifetime return on investment. If you're not receiving anything for the time that you spend, welcome to the call, Dennis. Hello, sir. If you're not getting no lifetime return on investment in today's day and age, see, you got to understand, this is a whole new day and age, so you can't have an expectation of old style doings in a new era of understanding. Whoever thought about doing a live chat in the 90s? Whoever thought about having a messenger, Facebook Messenger? Whoever thought about having filters on a picture or video? Nobody was back then. You didn't even know what it was. That's not too long ago. And so now, when we come along and we have something that you just didn't know about, then you might want to take a chance and check it out. Really check it out. Don't talk about checking it out. Check it out for real. Like, you know, if somebody gives you a book, I had to break my book out again. I got another book over here. Where is it? I give one to make like a Ric Flair on people. This is some of my reading too. Why We Want You to Be Rich. Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki. I read this book last year, end of last year. Now, if I wanted to understand what's going on in this book, it'd be great for me to look at the back of it. But it's going to do me some value by going through every single page. Now, I'm not saying on these websites that you should go through every single page, because, you know, there's a lot of content. You know, even I was telling you guys the other day, on your cell phone, you probably don't even know what 90% of the stuff on your cell phone does. You know how to sign on to your social media. You know how to send a text message. You know how to take a picture. Barely know how to find out where the picture is when you actually take the picture. You got some things going on your phone that you probably have no idea that's actually going on. That's why all of a sudden people are just, you know, this privacy thing that's going on, you know, on Facebook, and Big Brother's doing this thing. You know, they've been doing that for a long time, and everybody's just now, you just opened your eyes to, oh, people are watching you. But my curiosity is, what is it that you have that they want? Like, you ain't got nothing really. That's just the way I look at it sometimes. You don't really have nothing. If you was really worried about it, you wouldn't have gotten a pager. You wouldn't have a TV, because all of them are run by algorithms, some form of algorithm. Just to give you a little, you know, tidbit about technology. You know, if you go into a grocery store and there's cameras, yeah, they're doing face recognition and all that kind of stuff. And this ain't to be no, you know, weird kind of live, but that's basically what's going on. But, you know, when it comes to what we're talking about, the power of sharing, the share economy, like how you can actually generate just because you're on social media, these are things that you already have access to, but nobody's told you that you can actually do that because nobody knew it. Now somebody knows it, myself and 3 million other people that are on WoW. And in our network, we're 3,300 and something, almost 3,400. And we actually understand how this works. You know why? Because it's not that complicated. Like people are like, how you think you know everything? I do, because it's not that hard. It's the same stuff I was doing on MySpace. It's the same stuff I do on Facebook. It's the same stuff that I do on Instagram, Google Plus, all that kind of stuff, Skype, WhatsApp, all that. I've been on all these platforms. You know why? Because I want to know how they work, functionality, how can I benefit the most? If I can share something that I have going on that platform, and I can generate some money and generate visibility, that's what I'm going to do. And so on the WoW app, that's exactly what we're doing. We're bringing people together so that they can actually benefit from their social media experience. You want to pitch? That's my pitch. That's basically it right there. And you can rewind this, look at it again, fast forward it, because you don't have a lot of time. Look at the beginning, look at the end, look in the middle. I'll open up to my WoWTribe. You guys can kind of share, you know, what your thoughts are, your experience, or, I mean, you know what, keep it real. Share how you feel about when people tell you how complicated WoW app is for them. I mean, share whatever you want to share, but I'm just throwing a couple things out there. I'd love to hear from some of you, because you all share with me, and people sometimes, you know, people are not always leaders, they're followers. And the reason why they won't follow what one person is saying, because that one person is saying, have you ever had a friend like, oh man, you got to do this with me, you got to do this with me? Like, who else is doing it? I know I've done it. I'm like, who else is doing it? Why is it only you? That's kind of weird. So the way to get things out, this is how Facebook did it. Facebook went to all the colleges, however they did it, went to all the colleges around the country, went to all the colleges around the world, and all of a sudden got the word out. How did Instagram do it? Found all the people that love taking pictures and stuff like that, started getting all out. Then the marketers started getting into it, and they started pushing it out there that everybody can put their pictures on, their videos on there, and all this stuff. How did Twitter start doing it? It leaked out into society from a private sector, and then all of a sudden everybody wanted to do something short and sweet, which is 140 characters. Yeah, this stuff is like, this is what I do, so that's, you know, I know some of this stuff. And you can know this stuff too, because you should know some of this stuff. Like all the privacy stuff, I knew about the privacy stuff, but you can't avoid it. Now, if you have some money, you can actually do a Mark Cuban, and you can start your own platform, and you can delete everything that you have on your server. But we ain't got to that level yet. That's a whole other conversation. But if you have enough WoW coins, I'm gonna just say it like that. If you have enough WoW coins, you can have some leverage. You have a team of people in your network. Everybody generate money together. That's what we're doing. Everybody could put in a small portion. You could buy some Bitcoin. You can buy an app. You could buy a facility for youth. There's all kinds of things you could do. You could actually buy your own stadium where you want to do your own live performances for your music, because you got some WoW coins and you got WoW coin partners. I just made this up a couple days ago. I was thinking about this, like WoW coin partners. I know I got 100,000 WoW coins. You got 100,000 WoW coins. She has 100,000 WoW coins, and we're gonna go buy this facility. It's possible, and the only way to find out is if we actually do it. So why not do it? It's free. You can do it. You use the same time and not get nothing. You get connectivity, but you can do that from a cell phone. You can just call your family. You don't have to. They can send you pictures on. You don't need to be on social media, if that's the thing. Like, you don't need to be on social media. You can just do it from a cell phone and just do text messages. You don't have to worry about privacies and all that stuff, but the privacy's already gone, even on your cell phone, because it's a smartphone. Smartphone is y'all stay dumb. That's what smartphone means. That's my definition of smartphone. It's smarter than most people that have their hand on it. But we think we're so smart because now Facebook has been exposed, because somebody got ticked off because Mark Zuckerberg's making all this. He's basically dominating the social media space. Do some, you know, just do your homework. Here's one for you, Ray J. Check this out. Try to find out the number of websites that Mark Zuckerberg actually owns and has the intelligence over that website. How many does he own? I mean, I don't even know if anybody even has an idea. I
don't know personally.
I'll just throw a number out there. Let's just start at 25. And he owns the intelligence of that platform. Like he just acquired Instagram, he acquired WhatsApp. Then he has his intelligence. All the people that were in the business with that platform, they're on his payroll now. That's power. Like that's well beyond the power of sharing, the power of anything. That's basically monopoly.
Yes.
And it's not, it's not knocking him. I love his hustle. I wish I would have thought about that when I was in college in my dorm room. I'm just saying, like, what are we thinking about? And like, just think about it. You're sitting at your house right now. You have Wow app. You have an ebook. You have the travel stuff. All the stuff that we have to offer, and then all the people that are coming into the network. Look at what you actually have when you join. That's why I get frustrated, because I'm like, people are like, oh, well, it's too hard to do that. It's not too hard. It's an app. I'm not telling you to create an app. I'm saying get on an app. I didn't say go buy the programmers. I said utilize the programmers, just like you're utilizing the programmers that are getting paid because you're on their platform. And I use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter because that's just what you guys know. I could go into other kind of platforms and stuff, but you'd be like, well, what is he talking about? I just shared with like 6 people in the past couple of days about blogger.com. Blogger.com has been around since Gmail's been around. And you just have to go back and look at how long Gmail's been around. Google's been around for a minute now. So you guys give me some feedback and thought. I can go on this rant and keep going because you guys can read my thing. I posted up in the WoWTribe chat group, Chatterbox officially. I think I'm gonna turn it back to Chatterbox. I'm thinking about it. It's an app and it's a do good 3 platform for all. Do good for 2. Good. Doing good 3 platform for all. I think you might have a typo in there, or maybe I'm reading it wrong, Miss Rosie. But here it is. Give me a holler. You guys are unmuted. Go ahead. It's Jazzy. What's up? Talk to me. What are you thinking about this conversation?
Well, I don't find that people say it's too complicated. For some reason, they all just think it's a scam.
Do you think it's a scam?
Huh?
Do you think it's a scam?
No, I don't think it's a scam.
Why not?
Because I've seen it work.
How?
I've seen people cash out. I see the coins drop. I mean, I didn't know anything about it when I first signed up. I just kind of signed up because it says, oh, check this out. It was already on my phone. And I said, oh, it's like, to me, it's like all a game.
That's actually, I love that. And that's why I kept asking you a little bit more, because like people think it's like complicated. And I'm like, nah, this is simple. Like there's nothing to it.
Free.
And it's free. It's actually even more free than Facebook.
Yes, it is. More fun than Facebook, too.
Yeah, I share with people. So, that's why I think I want to start doing more like interviews and conference calls and webinars. But see, that's the thing when I go into that mode, let me break this down real quick. This is why I don't want to do all that stuff. Even this webinar that I do now, this lunch break, this is actually kind of fun for me because then I get to see whoever pops up and I get to see how it kind of like grabs people's attention or not. But the reason why I don't want to do a whole lot of stuff, because that's not duplicatable. Like people say, oh, you should do more videos and more audios and more this and more that. I'm like, you can't do that. If I end up getting 1,000 people, you're not going to be able to duplicate what I just did. You know that part when it says keep it simple, stupid? That's the stupid part. Because I'm going to tell somebody I'm going to get 1,000 people. I'm doing it all by doing these webinars and doing all kinds of videos and audios and all this stuff. People are going to think they're going to have to do videos and audios and all this stuff to get to 1,000. Think about it. That's why people end up, you know, in certain businesses and stuff. Sometimes they know they can't do it because they see what that person had to do to get there, and it just makes
it no longer fun.
Yeah, it's no longer fun. You know, I tell somebody, oh, you gotta post 5 times a day. You know, I watch hives go up people's neck when I say stuff like that. Oh, you got to make a meme. I got to do a what? I can barely even, I don't even know how to pronounce a meme.
A meme.
A meme, yeah. People call them memes, yeah. And that's real. Just think about it. Like people be telling me like, oh man, you should do more of this, more of that. For what? Because my people, when I say my people, I say anybody that I introduce it to, I want to make this so that they can do it. The reason why this is simple is because anybody can do it. And people making it seem like, oh, you're just what somebody call me, you're an expert. You're a social media expert at this. I'm like, that don't have nothing to do with the people that are doing it on. If people just saw the people that actually have more numbers than me, they would probably eat them words. But I'm not going to go, oh, let me go do the research and bring that person back. And they got 10,000 people in their network. I got some fools on Facebook that have more people than me on Facebook. And they look like their name should be Delbert Smith. And they ain't got no friends. But guess what they're providing? Content. That's it. They're putting it out there. They're sharing. That's all it is. This ain't a job. This ain't no business model. If this is a business model, I'd have a presentation. Like people are like, well, why don't you have a slideshow? Because anybody can get on live. That's called business sense. Why would I put it in a presentation format when it's not a business? Because I start to do that sometimes. You guys have seen me. You know, I change it up a little bit. I can put a video on there like a YouTube or something. That's something you guys can do. And it's not because you can't do it. It's because we want to keep things as simple as possible. I'm not trying to make this complicated. Everybody's trying to make this complicated. Well, what's the ROI on this? And how much money did you make last month? How long did it take you to make this amount of money? I'm like, how much money are you making on Facebook? How much money are you making on Snapchat? I done seen you post like 500 posts in the past 48 hours on Twitter. How much did you get paid for that? But I never get an answer. Oh, then I'm wrong because now I'm being aggressive. No, these are the facts. You get nothing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I get paid on WoW app. It makes sense. I mean, maybe it's just me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Ray J? I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Hey, well, check this out. You might, because you get all types of people who, you know, they'll have different questions or whatever, you know, because not everybody, you know, approaches you the same. So you might get somebody that's, you know, analyzing it and seeing how much, you know, what the features are and whether they like it or how much it brings or whatever, the value and this and that. But the thing of that is that when people come on and they feel like they have to do everything, right? Oh man, I'm not into that. Oh, I don't watch video. It's you can take, you know, you can take whatever you do best, whatever you enjoy doing, do that since you do it well, right? All you have to do is share the app, share it with your friends. So you'll get somebody in here that's gonna like something that you don't like, and they'll do it really well. And so you get enough of those people, you get your network growing to the point where you got so many people in there like that. You get 1,000, right? You're gonna have people who are gonna, you know, be doing a video, maybe 100 of them doing video, maybe another 200 doing the surveys. You're gonna have so much, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna have so many people doing different things that you don't like, that you don't have to worry about what you don't like. You just do
Right?
what you like on here and make it work for you, right? And sometimes people come in with the with the logic that, oh man, I want to, this is like too much, whatever, and they, like you say, me, you thinking too much, like you overthinking.
Yep.
You don't go on to Facebook and think like that. You don't say, oh man, this and that. I mean, people just get on it and have fun. They get on it and do it. So it's really funny how you present something that brings value to them, that's beneficial to them. Then all of a sudden it comes like a problem where they have to analyze, what works and what doesn't work, and kind of schedule in this and that. I'm like, man, it's simple. You do all these things already. Whatever you like, put it on here, do it, share it with other people, find other people who like, to make money, who like to earn while they're doing the things that they do every day. And yeah, man, it's real simple. It's really, really simple. Take what you like and do it, on WoW, and share it with other people.
Dang, Jazzy, I think somebody done hit Ray J with something the other day, because boy, this boy is on fire right now. Did you just hear that? What he just said?
Yep.
That was a whole nother. Dog. I just want to give you a virtual high five, bump, all that kind of stuff. You put
Crazy.
dog. No. This is what WoW app has done for me. You. It's you. This is what WoW app's done for me. The way that you guys, everybody that has heard our conversations, I think that's probably one of the most powerful, impactful. Like, you're just like on point with everything. He's only going to be on so much fire. I mean, I think he's about to set the music industry on fire. I'm just saying, it's just my experience. You can go back to the videos back in, the 90-day challenge and listen to Ray J and listen to him today. You'd be like, dang, that ain't the same dude. Which is very good. And which is very good, because that's the way we need to evolve. Even like when I hear Miss Jazzy, I don't do nothing on social media. I'm so technical, unsavvy. And then she'd be like breaking it down. I'm like, shut up. You ain't. Okay. I'm going to let you just keep talking. I'm just let you keep going about it. I mean, it's just kind of funny, the things that's coming from it. That's what it's all about, 100%. And the dog, now we just got a dog's booty in our face.
See, he's playing like a cat now. He's got to sit in my lap.
Yeah, man, but that was great, Ray J. I appreciate that. And that same conversation, you should be that should be a conversation on your Twitter with the same amount of passion. Like, I don't know what you was doing just now, but I could see your hands and everything just going. And you're on the phone, but I could see you getting it in.
I actually had that conversation this morning with somebody, so
hey,
came back up.
Yeah, man, and that's what I want. That's like ultimately for me. That's the coins is good, the technology is good, and everything else is good. The thing that is the most powerful, like if you want to know anything at all, WoW app is my favorite place to go in the morning, just because I know people actually like care, or even act like they care more than they do on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And I say that because, you could think people are in your corner until, something happens and all of a sudden they ain't your friend no more. But, I've had people on WoW app leave me, and guess what? They still in my network, and I still earn from them. I'm just saying, where else do you get that? I mean, that's nothing bad either. That's a good thing, I introduce something to somebody, they keep going. Why shouldn't I just benefit something? They want to cut me off after I help them grow 500 to 1,000 people? Nah, I don't think you want to cut that off, because if you cut it off, then you just cut it all off. Another valuable thing for music artists, actors, models, that, you have your seasons of when you're really good, and then you have your seasons when you're not so good, when you're really hot and when you're really not. But if you introduce everybody in your network on the WoW app, you always have those people in your network, especially if you do it right. Like, it's dumb for somebody to join WoW app. You guys are best friends. Then all of a sudden, they're 5,000 people in, and now they don't want to be your friend no more, so they want to delete the app. Well, guess what? The 5,000 stays there. Did y'all think about that? I don't think y'all thought about that. I kind of like that. Me personally, I'm just saying. I can still do good, collect coins off of somebody that I don't talk to. Kind of like an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. Y'all was like the business back in the day, and then now y'all ain't the business no more, but you built something together, and now all of a sudden it's all gone. This is the way that even if you're not communicating with those people, I mean, that's one of them leverage things that I be talking about. I'm just saying. I'm all for that. I'm all for that too. That everybody wins. And if I don't talk to you no more, you keep getting what you need to get, and I keep getting what I need to get. What happens when you disconnect with somebody on Facebook? You don't have no connection no more. You get nothing. And you put all this value into that platform and that person, but now you get nothing. Or, you know, as a manager and an artist, you know, the manager has gotten all these connections because of your music. You know what I'm talking about, Ray J. And then all of a sudden you and the manager ain't working together. And now the manager don't talk to you no more, whatever. You guys have separate your ways, but all their connections that are on the WoW app, you still get a chance to be a part of that generation, even if you're not connected with those people anymore, because you were the one that introduced them to it. I mean, that is a value if I've ever heard one on social media. I'm just saying, I'm not even just saying, that's 100%. Like anybody that tells me that they're a music artist, an actor, a model, somebody doing their own business, somebody that's starting a church organization, somebody that's starting to get their little movement going, you need something. You need a safeguard for when you're not making money. Right now, it's WoW app. It'll be something later on. But right now, like everybody's like, oh, you need to get your Bitcoin in and you need to get your cryptocurrency on and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's great. You don't know I have WoW app. Oh, that's not a lot of money right now. I said, well, if you join right now, it might be some more money. You can tell all your Bitcoin people to make a group and get in my stuff, and then we can all make some more money. And then maybe I can buy some more Bitcoin. Everybody wins. I mean, that makes sense. You know, when people say they don't have money to do certain things, all you have to do is just do the math and say, okay, so if it's going to cost you $100 to get into your business model, get on WoW app, talk to a lot of friends, tell them all to get on the WoW app with you. You generate some coins so you can convert it to dollars, and then you go buy your product for free. You didn't put no money up, no investment. The same time that you take, say if you spend 100 hours on Facebook a month, take 10 of those hours and put it in the WoW app and watch the difference. I didn't even say most of it. I said just take 10 hours out of 100 hours that you're using on social media for free. Get in a share economy. Even if it's not WoW app, I even say that. Even if it's not WoW app, I don't think you're going to find something better. You're going to find something you're probably going to have to spend. Even if it's $1, then you're going to have to go around asking everybody for $1. I'm not asking anybody for no money. I like it that way. Actually, it's kind of cool to me that I don't have to ask people. I don't have to put that pressure cooker on it. I give myself a thumbs up since nobody on Facebook will. And I mean, I won't get that much visit. This is check this out. So I'm on Facebook Live right now, and if I don't get likes and comments and all that right now, nobody sees it because it's on the theDLGrind365, because I don't have that many people on there of engagement. Wow, if I'm on WoW app and people are just looking at the app, I'm generating coins, which is money, just because I put a post up. And I'm putting work in right now. This is like free work right now. So right now, Facebook is getting all this content right now I'm putting together. I'm not seeing a penny of it ever. I'll never expect it. Because when I signed up, they didn't say that was available. But when they told me on WoW app, I said, oh yeah, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be using that every single day. Because I want my time and my money to align. I mean, just makes sense. What do you think, Miss Rosie?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. It all makes sense.
Miss Rosie sound like she's sleeping in bed. You under the blankets, ain't you? Over there in the UK.
Of course I'm under the blanket.
And guess what? You know what's so cool about that, Rosie? You're under your blankets right now, and your network is growing while you're going to sleep. Here in the United States, the people that you have in your network, it's growing and you're generating coins. That's what I like.
Is it growing?
Yes, they're growing. If you have a network that is awake while you're asleep, you know what they call that? They call that sleep money. Making money while you sleep. So grow your network more and make some more sleep money. Because I told you guys, when I wake up every morning, I'm looking at 50, 300, 500 coins, sometimes a couple thousand a day. Because of my network, not because of my sweat equity work. Because it's something that I did one time and shared with somebody that they could actually make money, make moves, make a difference, and share it with other people so that they can do the same thing on their own time when they want to do it. I'm able to generate money every single time they make an activity. Like in the UK, I never even been over there in that part in the UK like that. And I'm making money with people in the UK and doing good with charities with people in UK, in Africa, in Japan, in Russia, all these different places because people just want to do good. That's what it's all about. People just want to do good. People want to live a little bit more. You know, Rosie would like to be in a penthouse suite right now. Me and Jazzy was in the vehicle the other day. Was like, man, we need to get off and be out right now. Get our coins up, do a lot more good, more things are possible. You know, me and Ray J keep talking about how we're gonna, put this music thing together. You know, he's starting to put his stuff together. I have to give him dap right now for his little cool flyers he's been making and stuff. You know, stepping his game up and stuff and getting more people involved. He's in Germany already. He got Germans listening to his music right now.
Wow.
Did you have Germans listen to your music last year, Ray J?
Nah.
I know
last year.
I know you was muted, so that's cool. But these are the things. And then because they're in Germany, you don't even talk German. When they get on their apps, and you got a nice chunk of numbers out there in Germany now. You're generating coins. Should be almost every day, right?
Yeah, they said if I do a show out there, they're gonna look out for me. They said we'll hook you up with all the spots and the hotels and kind of pick you up in the airport and all that stuff.
Nice.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Now check this out, Ray J. You remember the Ryan Leslie when he did the thing in the UK? Remember that video?
Oh yeah, I've been watching his stuff, man. Yeah.
You could duplicate what he did with that UK show. Remember when he got all his friends in his It's his smartphone or whatever that's called, or power phone?
Yeah, he got this thing where he keeps the information, he collects the information, so he knows exactly who buys his album, who supports him, how much they spend a year. That phone gathers all this data, and so he that's why I got the idea for the ultimate experience. And basically, it's the same concept of connecting with people in a way that that experience, holds value for them, and so they can only get that experience through being able to be reachable, and you allowing that to your supporters and everybody that is your fan. You're delivering that experience to them, and they can kind of pick, what type of experience they want or things like that. Like you were saying, doing the live shows and the video things like that. Doesn't have to be like big things, but it can be things that matter. That whole value, because that's the stuff that they want to see. So I was definitely following his stuff. He got some great ideas.
Yeah, man. So you can tap everybody into the Wow app through your your funnel that you're making right now. And because they're in your network, you can give them exclusive content. You can give them exclusive training and coaching on how to do the social media. Maybe even bring somebody in that's even better. Like I would do it for you for free. Bring me like, 20, 50 people. I'll do one of these for them just for music artists specifically. Like that's the kind of stuff we can do like all day because it benefits all of us. Anybody that's on Wow app, anybody that's in our networks. Well, not anybody that's in our Wow app that way, but anybody that's on WoWTribe. Let me correct myself. Anybody that's in WoWTribe. And I have to like help you guys out understand that I use my words wisely because of the way that the referral program works. And anybody that's doing stuff like this, you should know this. This isn't just Wow app. It's like, if you're doing one travel club and somebody else is doing another travel club and both of you guys are promoting and stuff like that, you have to make sure that your referral link goes to that person that you are talking to, because anybody can come along with a referral link. And then if they get that referral link, you just lost that person. That's just a little, social media marketing, whatever tip. Like I'm seeing people like plug into, wowapp.com and then they're like, well, I couldn't find you on there. It's like, because you didn't use my referral link. Like you should have asked me since we are connected. Like that's something people need to start doing too. Go to the people that talk to you about it first, because that's where it starts. Or if you've disconnected with that person and you revisit it or something, and this person comes along because that person gave up, then you get with the person that you feel like for your life, it's going to be the best move for you. I mean, I'm dropping some little nuggets. You can rewind that because you can catch some of these, because these are like important things that you guys are not really paying attention to. These are like little simple things and principles and fundamentals to social media. Like this is a lifestyle. This is not, oh, this is just some app. No, I generate coins for talking. I generate coins for inviting. I generate coins for playing games. I generate coins for doing live chats. And when they start bumping this stuff up in 2008, they got a whole bunch of shopping. When all my people in my network shop, I get some coins. And I got some people that like to shop. I'm discovering more and more each day. So when they actually start getting into their shopping groove, like everybody gets into their social media groove, shopping groove, I got people that play gaming. I didn't even realize people was like so serious about gaming. They're just jumping on gaming. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got like 85 coins. From what? I got like 4 or 5 people that are playing games. That's just like on Facebook. Remember? Just imagine when Candy Crusher was big. Do you know I just saw Candy Crusher on WoW app? And where my head went? I was like, if they give enough coins, I'm gonna be like, everybody like Candy Crusher, you can get on this WoW app now, and y'all can Candy Crush your head until your head fall off. And do it through the app, and you generate coins. And when you're doing it, you're not just playing the game, you're giving to a charity. You're actually giving to yourself, and then somebody that that you're supporting because you're in the app, because you shared with them, they're generating. There's nothing wrong with the other apps and stuff like that and platforms and stuff like that, but they don't offer that. So why not? Like really. I'm gonna have to close it out because I'm my emotions kicking into it. And I'll be sharing with you guys motion over emotion. So I'm trying to just be in motion. I'm going to give my friend that was on Facebook a holler and see if I can answer her questions. If I didn't answer her questions because this is my lunch break, I go my direction and all that. Hopefully she went to the link. Whenever I tell somebody something, I hope you go to my links. I hope you're following my stuff. Follow the DLGrind365 hashtag. Follow the DLGrind on Facebook. Go check out the WoWTribe on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. Google Plus. And if you are part of WoWTribe and you don't have yourself on all these platforms, you might just want to do it, because that's the way expansion works. You want to know how coins work? I'm everywhere. You type in WoWTribe. You even type in WoW App USA, and sometimes you just type in WoW App. I show up. And it's not hard. You don't even need to make all this stuff up. Go on Google, find a quote, find a meme that you like, post it on your Facebook or your Instagram or Twitter, and then in the description put your URL in there to tell people to follow you, or put it in your on Instagram, put it in your profile, and Twitter, put in your profile for however long you want to. Put your URL, wowapp.com/your URL or username, and then post. Go on the post frenzies you do for free. See how much money you earn. I mean, what do you have to lose? You're already losing anyway. Ain't nobody paying attention to you really, unless it's a really cool one or some personal family one or something like that. Then all of a sudden you get all these likes and you're like, man, I posted something the other day. I really wanted some attention. They just posting just because they want to post. They want to like your thing because it's a family thing. That's that emotional attachment that social media has psychologically got us to understand, that I can tap in and get all these people to put all their emotional stuff. That's kind of what my post is about. Yeah. I see people on Facebook. I appreciate you chiming in. I'd love some feedback and thoughts, because you guys are asking me questions. You guys are going in on me. You guys are saying that I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm going to show you how to transform your social media experience. That's what I'm doing. Like, people want to know what I'm doing. I am transforming in my community. I am transforming nationally. I'm transforming globally the way people experience social media, so that everybody wins. It when you get on social media, you generate money, even if your goal is not to generate money. I don't care what nobody says. Don't give me all this hocus pocus, all this, religious and all this kind of stuff. And it's not knocking any of this stuff. I'm just saying, when you actually have leverage, when you actually have money, when you actually have support, when you have a team, this is what we're growing. This is what True Legacy is all about. And I really get tired of people talking about, oh, it's not, you doing this thing all about money, and the money is this and that and that. I'm like, no, I'm trying to make sure we all win. I want my friends and family to win. I got a lot of broke people in my world that are broke-minded. It's not even broke pockets. It's more broke-minded, like thinking, oh, Facebook is the best thing on the planet. No, Facebook is just the one new thing in the past decade that everybody started to gravitate to. That's what it is. Now, if it's wrong to tap into that, well, then you probably need to stop tapping in. Why would you keep tapping in? So, hey, Linda, what's going on? I see you, Mama. Welcome to 2018. Hope all is well with you and the family. But this is my live. This is my lunch break live. This is my True 1000. This is what I'm doing every single day for the past 365 days. Well, no, not for the past 365 days. For 365 days, I started 11 days ago. So every single day I'm going live, talking about things that I have going on. I'm pushing to get 1,000 people, for starters, in my share economy platform. So my link is up above. Anybody that's checking this out, this was actually a long one. We went an hour and 14 minutes, or we was like a little late, so like just an hour, pretty much. So you can always fast forward and rewind my stuff. It's on record now. I got my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mr. DL2U, MRDL, the number 2, the letter U. And you can catch all my replays that I put up. I don't post them all up, because some of them I just don't post all of them up. But I hope you got something, Facebook. I hope you actually caught something. And this judgment thing that we do on each other, we might want to just stop that. I don't know. Let's have the conversation about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feedback, your understanding, and all that kind of stuff. You can comment down below and we can have the discussion. I'm down with that. Just don't think that I'm going to back down, because I'm really passionate about anything that I put my hands to. I want to win and help everybody win. This is True Legacy, the DL Grind 365. We out.